This is my reflection on English 111. Basically, I will be covering the introduction of what English 111 is, my impression of it, what I've learned and how I've grown, the three projects that we did, essays specifically, and a conclusion and overall opinion on it. Writing an inquiry, also known as English 111, is basically focusing on the development of your ability to produce clear writing and using techniques to limit your errors and make your writing a bit more effectable. And it also trains you to understand exactly what you're writing from research, databases, your ability to pull and embed quotes from all those sources that you're using as well. Initially, I thought this is my first semester of college courses. I expected it to be pretty hard. Um, More so in English, I thought I was probably going to be having around an 82, 81, that kind of range, maybe even like a 79 at the lowest. I've learned during this course that there are many symbols and techniques that you can use to make your writing a bit more concise and make it more understandable. You don't need to make lengthy papers all the time. It's okay to have conciseness in your writing. The difference between providing details and run-ons is that details are actually about what you're writing and they help the reader understand. If you're just running on adding sentences that are somewhat related to something else that you were already talking about, that's a bit more unnecessary and you need to cut that out as much as possible. I've learned to properly make a work cited. That means from citing the order of it and like set even putting it in alphabetical order, which I really did not know until last week. Um, I've learned to read from another standpoint, and my ability to think like a writer and reader has increased. That is important because you want to know when you're writing how other people will see it, because you know what you're writing most of the time, hopefully, but other people don't. They need to understand. Also, I've learned the components of a research-based argumentative writing. That is a research question, your topic proposal, detailed outline, works cited, and your final draft. That basically concluded the entire Project 3. English 111 has a rocky road, okay? There's challenges in almost any course that you may face. The project essays this semester had left me starstruck. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how to get started. More so, I wasn't sure how I'm going to finish. I was worried about the word counts. I constantly procrastinated, waited till the last second to complete these, and mainly always wondered, will it be good enough? I never was sure if my sources were the best. I never was sure if my explanation or my quotes really matched the criteria and what was needed to actually sustain a sufficient writing. Either way, I realized you have to finish it. I'm not a quitter. I sat down, got to work, took it serious. I researched and studied how to get proper information and citations, especially how to actually write your citations. I stopped doing other activities during my free time. It's pretty distracting. It gets you unfocused from what you need to accomplish, which is not very good if you want to be able to succeed in this class. Essentially, I've gained a stronger work ethic. I've gotten a better writing style, and I'm more persuasive in my writing. The essays, they were very good. Um, I so far have not gotten anything below a B on any of my essays. Project one was more so a personal essay. It's about how three moments in your life have shaped the person you are today. Project two was more so a reflection on American culture using a digital media source. Project 3 was our research-based argument. You had to find an opposing viewpoint and defend one side of it as well as address the other side of it. Each of these essays came upon me with unsureness of what I was willing to get done. They all revealed a part of me that is very important to my development. With the first project, it woke me up to college and how writing gets done beyond college as well, such as attaining a doctorate's degree and your master's degree. Project 2, it got me used to using digital media and explaining its symbolism into the real world. Project 3 was literally getting me to learn how to research an opposing viewpoint, and I had to learn how to defend an argument for or against it. My growth in this course has been very phenomenal. I started out as a pretty mediocre writer. I was not the best at really getting information that is relevant or relevant that makes or information that makes sense. Reiterations and semicolons are now tools that I use often in my writings, not just for English, even for history, writing prompts that I have in other classes as well. It's very helpful for my personal writing. Sometimes I just like to jot down what I think, what I know, and what it means, essentially. It helps me to understand what I'm writing, and if I wanted to present it to another person, it gives them a more clear thought and understanding of what I'm thinking in my head. I've learned the importance of thesis statements. I thought they were just a last sentence to an introduction, nothing more, nothing less, but no, they're very important to your writing. They explain your three or more important pieces of your writing. They are very important because they are what you refer back to throughout the majority of your writing as well. My honest opinion of this course, you got to take your time seriously. Do not allow yourself to get behind because one thing goes to another, and next thing you know, you're just chilling with a 68, and it's nearly no way to get it back up. You got to pay attention in class. The discussions are open for you to get a chance to actually get feedback and insight on what you understand, how you're performing, and how you can do better, which is most important. You got to find buddies. You got to have people that you can trust, that you can learn with, as well as help them. You got to grow. You got to learn skills that can lead to more interests that you have while you're studying. Because when you're studying for one thing, you may even learn about something else. For example, me, I came in, I only want a bachelor's degree. Now I want a doctorate degree. And using this course has helped me to research and do better writings that are very important to getting a doctorate degree. Essentially, you have to learn how to research, you have to cite, do not overwork. You got to practice a lot, and you can apply everything you've learned here to other scenarios. That concludes my reflection. Thank you.